every time I speak to people, they don't realize that the children of whoever are people. Listen,
Yeah,
I don't know how Putin's daughters
I
feel right now.
was the worst evil one. His kids don't have to be blamed, but I think I'm being a extremist there.
Well, listen, I was talking with somebody, an American actually, 2 days ago, and I was telling her everybody's talking about AH, but what about Leopold?
The second.
He has statues and tunnels on his name, and he did worse than AH.
He's still being celebrated every year.
All right. So
So no respect for us.
yeah, no, it's just, it's us. So how did you feel? How did you adapt to now living? First of all, losing a second father, and at the same time being in a. It's not like a second exile, but now you live in Morocco.
Well,
Like, so you
personally,
lose all your, because you at a point you were in Switzerland, and it was Paris. In Paris, we were going to the Bandouche with David Guetta. We didn't know he would be a superstar. We were there chilling with him all the time, partying there every day.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
And
Yeah.
so, and now you're in Morocco. Were you seeing the king often, or
No,
it was
no,
just like,
no.
hey, you guys can stay here?
No, we never saw the king because we're very proud people, and
Mm,
sometimes our pride um,
mm.
is not good for us,
Okay,
so
okay.
we
I
shouldn't be
understand. I
that.
understand.
Voila. So no, we never never seen the king, never saw the king until he died in 1999, I think. Yeah.
And so, how was it for you? First of all, what about all
But
your friends?
no, actually, it was horrible for us because when Mobutu died, 2 years after, Hassan II died. So for us, it's like
It's
all
like,
over again. We're mourning again. We're crying again. So it never stops. It never
yeah.
stops. It
So
never
so,
stops.
but once he dies, why do you guys stay in? Why do you guys stay
Well,
in
going
Congo,
going back
in
to
Morocco?
going back to the new Congo wasn't an option for us.
Yeah,
Everything
that's.
everything that we own was taken away from us.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't possess anything, so it was an option for us until I don't know what happened. Maybe when Zanga went back and became a part of the government, maybe that's when everybody could go back, or maybe a little bit before. I don't remember,
Yeah,
but
same for us.
back. I went back in 2003.
I don't
What?
remember when
Yeah,
I. Yeah, me too.
I
Me
went
too.
back
Something like that.
in 2003.
My first time was a show, and dad was back already, and I was. I didn't want my dad to go back.
Yeah, me too. My sister, my little sister was like, "Don't go. They're gonna kill you guys. Don't go back."
That's exactly
And
what I told my parents.
My sister Melanie and I, we didn't care. We were in Brussels, and remember Mao, our brother Mao Efambe, may he rest in power. He saw me in
No.
Brussels, and he was, "You look like a lion in a cage. Why don't you go back to Congo, to Kinshasa?" I'm like, if I told him, if you find me a job, I'll go back. And when he got back to Kinshasa, he actually found me my first job in Kinshasa, and I went back.
Wow.
Yeah, and then he died also.
My God.
People dying.
Listen.
I'm
Do
laughing, but I'm crying in the inside.
Oh, I know. I know. I was there. Do you if you when you look at everything finally living like a royalty, and interesting, we had that conversation about our parents becoming coming from nothing and becoming the richest people in. Uh-huh.
Elle m'a dit girl parce que j'ai mis mon rouge à lèvres.
Ah.
No, I'm not advertise this, but it's a friend of mine that does this. I'm not
Oh,
advertising. Great.
go ahead. You can,
She
you
didn't pay.
can.
I
What's the
won't
name
tell
of
her.
the what's Oh,
No, Okay, it's because I'm a good friend. It's
Laz,
Liaz. No,
Liaz.
Liaz.
Okay.
Liaz. And it's
Well,
matte, and you have several colors. Look, doesn't
nice.
move. I love it.
Well, if she wants to sponsor the show, it's not it's
Yeah,
not that much for an episode.
I told her I need to do a commercial with me and your lipstick. She's like, I don't have money to pay you. I'm like,
Oh my god,
okay.
these people.
They never have money to pay the queen.
Of course. It's always the same thing. It's like me. Oh, can you come sing to my da, 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 da. Oh, I don't have money to pay you to sing. I was like, well,
The number of products and brands I've launched for friends, you know them. I'm not gonna cite their name. They do
yeah.
bags, they do makeup, they do this, and I was the one launching. I was the one talking about it, and they tell you we're just starting, so I'm not gonna pay you now. Tu vois? And I'm a good friend, so okay, I'm accepting. And when they start working, they hire someone else to do the fucking job I'm doing because they just don't want to pay me.
You
Help.
know, I learned to in business. I learned to never use my heart. If I work with you as a business, I'm gonna first see if there's money to be made, and if there's money to be made, and I'll have
Exactly.
to do something for you. I
No,
want a
we're not working.
percentage.
We're not friends. When we're working, we're not friends.
Exactly. Listen, when I pay my wife for her YouTube channel, I take my 20%.
Hmm.
And she knows because I explained to her why. Because I
Yeah.
do all the technical work. It is
And
what it is.
if she doesn't get it, who's gonna get it? I mean,
Well,
if your wife doesn't get it, voilà quoi.
oh, listen, I, I, I taught her well. So
No,
I have a
that's why
question about.
that is 20 years younger than us, darling.
Listen, it's at my age. That's what we do. So
Love
hi,
to
the woke
her.
people.
I haven't met her yet.
Yeah, you have to come meet
Yes,
her. I mean, we're coming to Morocco soon.
you
I have one
better.
question.
25
When
years late. You're 25 years late.
I'm coming, when 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 everything falls apart and you are now exiled in and you now have a third life in Morocco, how do the people around you react? Is it
There's
when
no,
you realize the real
there's no more,
friends, the fake friends?
there's no more people around us. There's no more friends around
Oh my
us.
god.
Everybody left, and the one that stayed, we know now that they stayed again because they still wanted to benefit of anything we had left. They didn't stay for us because, like I was telling you, none of them ever asked us the way we were feeling. And if we needed to cry on the shoulder, none of them. And only one of them came here to visit here, but the one we know for since we were little kids never came here to visit us here.
That's crazy.
Never. No, none of them came to visit us here. None of them came just to ask how are you guys feeling. You know, not how your mom's feeling, but how you guys taking it.
Yeah, of course. How's you like I mean,
Yeah.
not kids at that time, but the children. Like, and so what about when you returned to Kinshasa? How did
Ooh,
you feel?
Jesus, the shock. It was it was scary because I left in January 1996 after winter Christmas holidays. Like every year, we go back for Christmas. And in January, you go back for school, and I was studying university at ISG, so I had to go back anyway. And that was the last time, and I didn't know. So when I got back, I was Kinshasa for me is it's my life. When I'm in Kinshasa, you know, when the plane arrives in Kinshasa, my heart is beating because I'm so excited to be in my hometown. And getting back after 8 years of exile was the biggest shock because first off, you don't recognize anything or anyone. everybody you used to know is not there anymore, and it's like the people
There's,
don't have the light, in their eyes anymore. It's like the Walking Dead, everybody, and you're afraid that anybody can aggress you, insult you, or
mm,
kill you, maybe. And the people that were around us, because there's always people coming to help.
yeah.
One of them was dating my sister, and he kept on telling me that I couldn't go out and that I should be careful. I was like, I'm not afraid. Nobody's gonna, hurt me or anything. I have the right to. It's my city too. So I was still going out and going for dinner out. All the places we used to like, chez Gabi, l'imprévu. I had to go. So I went to an imprévu actually with our friend, a dear friend Mao, and Paul, and our friend Vivier.
Hey.
Yeah, and Muriel. We all went to. We had to. I went to Kafkons, the best restaurant in Kinshasa. I had to. When we came back, I had to go back to all the places we used
To
to
the
go.
places, yeah, to
But I went to visit our school. I went to Lycée Descartes, both of them. No, I went to École Belge. I went to Tassoc. I had to see everything. And oof, the shock was to see the destruction of the city.
yes. My shock was seeing the Palais de Marbre.
Oh boy.
That was
Every
a shock for me.
time I pass by there, I'm shocked till this day.
Yeah, I'm like,
It's getting worse and worse. They have cows there.
yeah,
Sometimes you
yeah,
see
yeah. I saw that. I was like,
eating the grass in that house that is supposed to house all the diplomats we
yeah,
invite in
yeah,
our country. All the presidents or queens that come to visit our country should be staying in that house. And now we
yeah.
have cows. Why not? I love cows.
Yeah. Listen, I remember being very happy sitting at the atrium
Ugh.
the first time I
But
came back.
they destroyed that place today. They closed it. I don't know what they're doing there, but
Oh,
Atrium
they
is not.
changing it.
Yeah, Atrium is not anymore.
Yeah, I went to that thing upstairs on the ninth floors.
Ah, les toiles.
Yeah, that was cool.
I think the place is too expensive. The service is awful. I don't know what some of the people that work there, we know them. They studied in Europe. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. It's Pullman, so you have an international norm to,
Mm,
but you can. But the problem is they don't want to adapt. We were talking about it with someone I know from the new work I have now. He was talking about the way Pullman is there in Kinshasa. Okay, but why don't why they want to impose the European way of welcoming people? And they should adapt like they adapt
mm,
in Bali, for example, or in
yeah.
Japan, or in now they should adapt to us. As us also in Congo. But do we even know our way of welcoming people?
Hmm.
We need to.
There's a thing with the French people when they come to Africa. I don't know why the French believe that their mission in life is
Save us.
to save us, to bring us the democracy, and to bring us the civilized way of life as they know it. That it's not working for them, but they still
Yeah,
want to export it. But yeah, it's
the
the
arrogance they have.
the arrogance. That's the hubris,
And
arrogance.
you can see that because I love reading the comments, under the post, and you can see most of the French people still have that arrogance, whether they are in government or not. Even Mr. XYZ, they have that arrogance, that white savior complex. That if it wasn't us, where would you guys be? I'm like,
Yeah.
if one of my friends told me you should be very thankful to France, because I'm like, wait, what? I should be thankful why? Because I speak French? Because I went to school in France? Are you serious? No.
And we had a
Yeah,
language before
yeah,
and
exactly. And
religions.
and and that's the reason why I am not thankful, because I don't even remember my culture, my story. Thank you, French school. And you want me to be thankful? because I went
Yeah.
to Lycée Descartes Kinshasa. I should be thankful because they completely erased my culture and made me they tried to make you a little worker that accept the rules and follow the rules and don't question anything. That's cool. That's French school.
Listen, it is what it is.